Hello, James. Nice to meet you. Welcome here at the NFT Podcast. How are you?
Nice to meet you, and thank you for having me. Yeah, thank you.
Great, man. Where are you based?
Right now, I'm based in Dublin, Ireland, but
Yeah.
I'm originally from New York City. Yeah, so I've been here for
Oh,
about a year now.
okay, great. So it already seems like you've got an interesting story because you've been in two of the cities that I would like to live in, that are Dublin and New York.
Yeah,
I think that we can start maybe from an interesting question. That is, I see on your profile that you work with crazy artists like Chris Brown, Lil Pump.
yeah,
How it happened, man? Can you tell us your story?
yeah. So, do you want me to start from the way back beginning, or do you want me to start from when I met them and all that?
Of course, I want the story from the way back.
Okay. So about 5 years ago, I was working in the medical industry. I was doing medical records and stuff like that. I didn't even want to be an artist. I didn't know how to do half of the stuff I know how to do now. Ever since I was a kid, I knew how to draw because my first memory is like my dad teaching me how to draw like a snowman. So I've always had drawing and stuff like that. And then my best friend died when I was in eighth grade, which I was like probably like 13, 14,
Hmm.
and that pushed me more into art. But I never really did anything with it. And then when I went to college, I was like, okay, I'll be a veterinarian. And then I was allergic to cats, and I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, I can't be a veterinarian. I'll just go into art. So I did art for a while, and then right before I graduated, I got picked up by a football player named Martellus Bennett. He was playing for the Chicago Bears at the time, I think. And I got really hyped up. I was 21, and I quit school. And then it all kind of fell through,
Me
and
too,
then I had to get a
22,
job.
21, it
Yeah,
seems like the age for quitting school. Me too, that age.
yeah, yeah. I quit, and then it never really went anywhere. So I ended up getting a job at Medical Records, but then that fell through, and then it was just like a set of events, and then I was kind of dead broke at that point, and my sister was like, "Listen, you're gonna die in Miami if I don't take you out of here." So she bought me, a train ticket, and it was like a movie. I had my laptop, one painting that I had made, some art supplies and stuff like that, maybe a bag of clothes. I just went to New York, and I stayed there for about 3 months before I was like, I can't do this anymore. I have to leave. And she sat me down. I was like, if you don't stay, you're going to regret it. So I was like, okay,
That's a
whatever.
movie, yeah.
And then and then it just like kind of sparked in, and I got a job at a screen printing place in Brooklyn, and every day I would work like 10 to 15 hours, and then I would come home and then just teach myself Illustrator, like through YouTube, literally just YouTube, all YouTube tutorials and everything, or just like messing around in the program. And then through time, I started building some audience on Instagram and stuff like that. um, I had Metro Boomin, who does like a lot of the future rap beats and stuff like that. He reposted me on Instagram. Travis Scott reposted me on Instagram, and that like kind of blew my thing up like crazy. I remember going to sleep and waking up to 1,000 new followers. I was like, what the fuck?
Travis
So
Scott just reshared your post
yeah,
and
yeah.
said, no,
And
it's
then I
not
was like,
true, it's a fake.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then it was like the Source magazine reposted like I was doing like Bart Simpson heads, but rap edition. So like Bart Simpson, but in this like I do Travis Scott head, Kanye West head, whoever was cool at the time. I do like a head, and then my thing just started taking off a little bit more. But I was still, mind you, I was still working 10, 15 hours trying to teach myself Illustrator because art is a hard career to make it in, especially if you don't have experience. So I was like, I need a practical skill, so I need Illustrator.
Great.
And then you know uh, I was about to quit and I was about to leave to Miami. I was like, I couldn't do this anymore. And then someone messaged me on Instagram and was like, hey, there's this party. Would you like to come? There's gonna be a lot of cool networking opportunities. I was like, sure. And this is probably like right
In
before
New
I was
York,
about to quit
right?
and just go
In New
back.
York, right? A
Yeah, this
party in
was
New
in New
York, yeah.
York. Yeah. So this is right before I was about to leave and go back to Miami. And I went to this party. It was ridiculous. Like Travis Scott's manager was there. Graham Riddles, he's like a rapper, was there. There was just so many random people, like supermodels were there, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I was just
Why
like a
I'm here,
timid,
like, why I'm here on
yeah,
this film.
yeah, yeah. And I was just like very timid. I wasn't as outgoing, or I was very, very introvert. And I was like, let me just do it. And I did it. And some guy came up to me His name is John. Fuck, I forgot his last name. John Adams, I think. And he's like, "Oh, I know you from Instagram. You're Kamikaze." I was like, "Yeah, actually." I'm like, "This is crazy." He's like, "Oh yeah, I love your stuff." He's like, "Would you like to? I'm rebranding Chris Brown's clothing line, and we need another designer. Would you like to, intern or whatever, or come to like a meeting?" He's like, "Do you know Illustrator like very well?" I was like, "Of course," but I
Of
didn't.
course I know. I learn it every night.
I didn't know anything really. I was like, I just knew how to do certain things, but like, but I was like, oh fuck it. And the next morning, actually, I went to the meeting at the headquarters, and I sat with the CEOs, and they wanted to see what I could do, and man, it was scary. Like I didn't know how to do anything on an Illustrator. They're like, "Oh, do you know how to do CAD?" So I was like, "Yeah." And I go to the bathroom, like Google this shit, and I'm like, okay. And then I go back, and I'm like, they probably thought I had to like pee like every 10 minutes, but it was just I kept going to the bathroom just to like Google stuff. Um, so uh, so yeah, so that's kind of how it took off, and then
Wow.
working with them was kind of crazy, and I met Chris Brown. I even collaborated with the brand. It sold in Macy's. It sold out in Europe in like I don't know how many minutes. I was really excited. It's my first you know world expansive like type of collaboration, and it was really cool, and from there it just kind of took off, and
Wow.
then Carnage DM'd me, and it's just it all happened just kind of very quickly and very slow at the same time. Um,
Yeah, wow, this is an amazing story, man, because it started that you were broken, you end up in, I think, the best city for networking, art
yeah,
and finance, everything else, and so this is the power of New York, right?
yeah. No, definitely, it's definitely the power of New York, but it's also like when I first moved to New York, a lot of people think you can just go to New York and then it's just like it's going to be easy street. But the people of New York and the New York setting is like so cutthroat. And I've dealt with so many situations where I was like, I can't do this anymore. I have to leave. Like I can't do this anymore. I've had my ideas taken, stripped from me. J Balvin. I mean, I hate saying it out loud, but J Balvin and Bad Bunny have taken elements from my artwork. Like I had a smiley face logo with the lightning bolt, and they took that and ripped it and just ran with it.
It is the
So
one
like
on on your head. It is the one that I can see on your
yeah,
head.
this
This
is the
logo.
fucking one.
So
Yeah,
this is your
yeah,
logo. Right? Oh,
yeah,
and you think that they stole some part of that?
yeah, 100%.
Wow.
Because I do a lot. I do a lot of work with Carnage, and a lot of mutual people follow each other, and it's to but I don't care. I think it's very flattering. But it's like just the industry in itself is very cutthroat, and I've had a lot of
Yeah.
situations where it's like
Yeah,
you
it's
have to
great.
look
It's
within
great that
yourself.
it's great that you don't care because I think that in this world we copy and share. So if
Yeah,
we just part of this process, it's okay that you copy from others and others copy from you because
yeah,
otherwise
because
you will be recognized anyway. You will feel good for yourself that oh yeah, because it means that when they're copying you, it means that you are doing very well, man.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So in the industry, you just have to be very like consistent and very like you can't listen to what other people say. So New York obviously had all the opportunities, but it also takes a special type of like internal strength to keep pushing forward. I mean, it was like a whole year before I saw any type of and this is like every day of just pushing and like believing like something is gonna happen. And me looking into my account and being like $83 and being like, fuck it, like I can do this, I can do this, you know.
I cannot
And
go
by the
broke
time I
again.
was
I can broke again once,
yeah,
but not twice, right?
no, yeah, exactly. So
No,
I
man,
was
this
working
is
at the screen printer place.
yeah, no, this is a very amazing man because
Yeah,
you're telling me something about America, about New York, about an astral community that I cannot. I'm from Italy and now UK, but I
yeah,
cannot really see it in Italy because they try to push it down. So it doesn't
mm,
happen in the morning that you are in Travis Scott Instagram page
yeah,
and that everything happens so quick. I think that everything happens so quick, and for me this is why I joined the digital world because around me in Rome it's a very traditional city, so stuff doesn't move so fast if you do like
yeah,
digital works and stuff and the stuff I do. So great, man.
yeah,
Interesting to say that. And so you it seems like you worked with a lot of musicians and a lot in the music
yeah.
industry. So music and NFTs, like what we will see in the future.
Oh, yeah. So right. I mean, I can't say who I'm working with. It's a pretty big project, and I'm crossing my fingers that everything goes through. But it's a, it's an interesting concept to mix, the digital world and then the music world. I'm doing two. One, I'm doing a, project with an EDM artist, and I'm really excited about that. So it's like I'm doing the artwork, and then we're gonna accompany it with new music that's attached to it. I mean, you've seen it kind of happen already, like the Weeknd's doing stuff like this.
Yeah,
I think Grimes also did something similar. So it's like, I think we're just gonna see a world where like, people are going to be buying exclusive rights to songs, and everybody wants, it's like clothes, like everybody wants the hottest, coolest stuff that nobody can get. So
yeah,
it's like now you have the opportunity to get the art and the music that no one else will ever have,
yeah.
so I think
So do you think that like one day I can buy a package of, I don't know, because I've seen that you do like all artworks for albums, right? You do your
yeah,
artworks are used for like cover magazines and albums of music. So do you think
yeah,
that one day I can like buy a package of the music or pieces of music
yeah,
and your art together,
yeah, yeah,
like an
definitely.
NFT?
Yeah, definitely. And I think the NFT world, I mean, it's changing everything right now. And like, I'm still new to it. I mean, I can't speak on anything
Yeah.
because I'm very new to it.
Yeah. So,
but
but
a friend, yeah,
all right, go
a
go
friend of
go.
mine, Alex Solis, he's a big artist on Instagram. He's been very good at like, kind of mentoring me and pushing me, and like, I message him all the time on Instagram, like, how'd you do this? He's always giving me information, and I see he does a lot of the artwork for 6ix9ine, so he does all the covers and stuff like that and all the videos for that.
Wow.
So it's like, he's been a big influence, and then I just look at him and what he's been doing, and like how, I can just imagine a world where there's a whole music video that could be sold as an NFT that only that
Wow.
one person will own it. So it's just, there's so many crazy
Wow.
things.
Oh, you made me
Yeah.
first. You are the first person that made me think about that. I can buy music videos. I don't know which one will
Yeah.
I buy. Which one will you buy, man? Like a
Yeah.
music video. Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. There are very a lot of there are a lot of amazing
I think
music
I would I
videos.
think I would definitely
Yes,
take a Drake one.
a Drake one, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I personally learned video making by you watching a lot of music videos because
Yeah.
like crazy movements that are a particular style, especially rap music videos. So I think that I
Yeah.
don't know. I need to think, and I will link in the description which one I will choose because I will. This is a great stuff to say because it's like we are going to post this podcast on YouTube. So YouTube, it's like already a business itself. And if you own a piece of YouTube that is not just made from yourself as a creator, but made from another creator, in this case, is music videos. And music videos are the
Yeah.
videos with the most views online, like billions of views.
Yeah.
Some of them, as them, this is incredible opportunity. Wow. And
Right.
so,
Yeah.
yeah. Why do you think that? So you see, like NFTs are an opportunity also for a designer like you to
Yeah.
have an own personal business that doesn't only leverage on the famous people around you because okay, you work with
Yeah.
Chris Brown, but not everyone can work with
Yeah.
Chris Brown. You've been
Right. Yeah.
very great and very lucky at the same time, and so this is an opportunity for everyone that can leverage on the famous people around them, but also from itself that can
Yeah.
develop
Yeah.
its business, and he can send
Yeah.
his artworks.
100%. Yeah. I mean, I think this is going to change everything. Like when you sit down and think about how you can just reprint dollars,
Yeah,
the dollars become less real than digital currency because there's only certain amounts of digital currency that exist.
yeah,
So that makes digital currency even more powerful now. So it's like, you might have a screenshot of my art, but you don't own the art.
yeah,
And, I
yeah,
mean, I would like to see, fashion designers sell full collections of clothing as an NFT, and then whoever buys the NFT can get the full physical collection of clothing, like stuff like that. I would like to see, and it's just gonna, you're gonna see, it's just gonna kind of go crazy. I mean, I don't know if they're going to keep calling it NFT. It might change the names or whatever they call it, but it's just going to keep evolving to all these different concepts
Yeah.
and ideas. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You also mentioned fashion design, and I can see that from your hat and from
Yeah.
your jumper. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Illustrator Rat, it's yours, right?
Yeah. I have like a whole clothes rack. Yeah, so I designed a lot of the stuff for Chris Brown and stuff like that. It wasn't really my style, but I learned a lot working with them. But now I just designed a lot of like more classical, fine, high fashion designing. But then I also have other clients that I work for that are more like streetwear and stuff like that too.
And
Yeah.
do you think that fashion design can join the NFT world too?
Yeah. I could definitely see that. Like it'd be really cool to see like you could get a sneak peek at like a Dior season before anyone else because you buy the NFT. So you buy the NFT and you're able to see the whole collection of Dior or Louis Vuitton before anyone else, and you get to choose which ones you want because you have access to it. Some type of like there's going to be interactions. If you buy this, you get access to this. Blah 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 blah. I think.
Wow, wow.
Um,
And because NFTs are digital, right? But fashion design
yeah,
is physical. So how do
yeah.
you how do you mix this world? How is it possible that like I can buy an NFT of like Vogue or no of like Gucci
Yeah.
everything, and how can I wear it?
Right. So like for example, like if I mean like if I designed out like a fashion line, like even not even high fashion. Let's say I imagine like I designed a whole fashion line completely, logos, hang tags, everything, the graphics and everything. And then I put that out as an NFT, and whoever buys it, now they own the artwork. So all they have to do is take all the
Huh.
stuff that they have now, they can take that to a factory and they can make their own brand off of an NFT. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, of course. So yeah, you are selling like the brand itself,
Yeah.
and you can
So it's
put it.
all done and ready.
Oh, that's the full pack of the brand that you say, okay, so for t-shirts you can put it like that in this color for great. And of course you as an artist will earn a percentage of what you of
Percentages, yeah.
for every clothes sold. Hmm,
Yeah. So I'm at
amazing.
yeah. And then
Which are the
obviously,
companies, which are do you know, because I don't really know a lot about fashion design, which are the companies that are joining this NFT world, or they do you think are the most advanced and also high tech and already
yeah,
tech companies and
yeah,
fashion companies, they will see, yeah, they will be the
right,
next one
yeah,
to join this world.
yeah. I definitely see Louis Vuitton because they did the collaborations with League of Legends, I believe.
Oh
They've done
really?
a lot of tech. Yeah, they've done a lot of tech
I didn't know it.
collaborations already, and they do a
Wow.
lot of like VR type of. I think they even had Beeple do one of their graphics. I mean, like 2 years ago or something like that. So
Wow.
they're pretty advanced, and because Virgil's very like very with the now and very with the trends, so he's very. I mean, right now one of his campaigns is running like these cartoon characters that jump out of toy boxes and stuff like that. So it's
Yeah.
like I would see Louis Vuitton probably being the first one if they were smart, jumping
Hmm.
on the NFT wave.
Great. Yeah, yeah, probably. Yeah, I need to study this.
Yeah,
I really want to dive deep in this because I think that yeah. Also, I don't know. Maybe Montclair. It's an incredible
oh,
company.
Montclair for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Montclair for
Prada.
sure.
Prada's very techy, like their
Which
digital
Prada?
work.
Yes, Prada. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe in New York you are seeing like some startups that are joining this world, or it's
I
not
haven't.
easy
I
for
haven't.
you.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but the one that did just do something now with the Cyberpunks like collection, I think NFT is the hundreds.
Yeah,
They
the
just released
hundred.
a small capsule. Yeah, they just released a small capsule of like hats with I think it's Cyberpunks or whatever. It's like an
Oh.
NFT that's been selling like crazy. So they did a hat with them and all that stuff. So
Ah, okay, yeah, yeah,
they're
yeah.
already on
I'm
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I know Cyberpunk collection. Okay, okay, great. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Because it's very easy today to create like your T-shirt. I made something with my friend with friends like years ago, but I will like to do it again because
yeah,
you go like two sites, make a logo or buy a logo, make a T-shirt, and like sell them on Shopify
yeah,
on which other
yeah,
platform that you like. Oh,
yeah.
it popped up
Because it
by
would be
something
like
else.
almost like no, that's fine. It'd be like almost like if a company was looking for a graphic artist, right? But there's you could either get a graphic artist that's really good, or you can get a graphic artist that's like yeah. But if there's an NFT, attached graphic art that you can buy, and it's like, I can't even explain it correctly, but like if it's a high-end artist selling just that graphic, and then like you can use my graphic for your company, and you
Yeah,
know that because it's attached to them, like if Takashi Murakami said, you can use
yeah,
this on T-shirts,
yeah.
he gets a royalty plus you own a Takashi Murakami that you can start printing and making and stuff like that.
Wow. Yes, this is very interesting for companies because it's also less. They spend less. It's more cheaper for them to like not
Yeah,
having their designer itself, the design inside, but they can outsource these works to different designer, and this is very great because every time you can do like a different collection with a different designer. It's great for the designer and the artist itself because like we are born in this like digital economy in which we don't want to
yeah,
work always for someone else. We want to work for us and for someone else. So if I'm not employed in your company, I don't need to be your designer. I can find my different opportunities. I can
yeah,
have a portfolio, and this is great for individual
yeah.
opportunities and for the company opportunity itself. So I can see like a win-win situation. Do you think so? Yes.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
becomes more fluid, and by doing that, they're supporting the creators on a larger scale. Because right now, the creative community is getting destroyed. Like, they're not getting
yeah,
paid nearly as much as they should be. And
yeah,
we,
yeah,
creators are the ones that provide all the entertainment, all the, everything
yeah.
that is a trend, or the things that you wear, the TV shows that you watch,
Yeah,
the environments that are created around you. We're doing that.
this is why NFTs are booming because they are nice
Yeah,
to have. They are cool. Blockchain it's boring like for not all the people, but when you dive in the culture, when you create this digital world of art, cinema, and all this stuff, of course it became mainstream. And why you say and so you said right. You said that artists doesn't earn as much as they can. Yesterday I had
yeah,
another episode with an artist in Argentina that he said me, I sold an NFT and I made more with this NFT than more that I made with 10 years of like exposing my
wow,
artworks. So it's incredible. It's from Argentina, and
wow, yeah,
when he saw all this money, he said, "Oh, I cannot believe it. It's like I really feel appreciated now. I can feel that
yeah,
my
yeah,
artworks has got like this market, this opportunity that is. I think we
yeah,
are we are yes we are maybe they all say I don't know if it's true. Say maybe it's a bubble, so like huge prices. But it's of course it's a new market, so you need to determine the prices. There is high volatility, but then we will see what happens next. But of course,
yeah.
it's an opportunity.
Of course. And I think it's a way for people to invest in artists. For example, like if NFTs existed back then, right? And then Takashi Murakami was maybe younger, you would never assume that Takashi Murakami would be Takashi Murakami now. But if
Yeah,
someone saw like, oh, he's gonna be the next big fucking artist, I'm gonna invest in him now. When Takashi Murakami gets older, now that NFT is worth triple, quadruple, because now
yeah,
Takashi Murakami is Takashi Murakami.
yeah,
So now that old NFT is worth way more now. So people need to look at it as an investment as well. I think people are
yeah.
looking at it as like, oh, it's hot now, but the investment opportunities in the future is going to be way, way more.
Yeah, yeah, oh, I totally agree. Yeah, yeah, and I think also that NFTs can unlock like perks that you can
Yeah,
have with them. So imagine I own your first artwork one day. Maybe I say, "Hey, I am the one." We can
yeah,
have like we can like have a lunch together. we can, I
Yeah,
don't know,
yeah,
have like special perks because I was
of
your
course.
biggest fan. I read yesterday an interesting article that said the 1,000 fans that in the NFTs world, in the art world, you sometimes you just don't need like millions of fans, but if
Yeah,
you have got 1,000 fans that will die for you, that will like go all over the world for you, will buy every ticket you say, every merchandise you say, you can live with it, and you will
yeah,
have like this powerful community that is always follows you and always share what you do, and this is the power of the sharing, like we
yeah.
were saying before from Travis Scott and all this stuff.
100%. Yeah, yeah. And I've noticed that within myself, like, I only have like 11,000 followers. But every time
Yeah,
I've dropped merch, there's a small group of people that always support, that always buy. People
great.
that comment on my videos are always the same few people, and as I grow, that number adds to it. So then I have a bigger, not an army, but like a fan base that's more like a
Yeah,
family because they support you. They tell you, oh, sometimes I get messages that are like, oh, I hope you're having a great day, and it's like that's emotional because
wow,
it's like
wow.
I had someone the other day tell me like, oh, God bless you. I hope you're having a great day. I'm very proud of you. And I'm like, I don't even know you, but these are the things that are going to propel me to do greater. So like every artist is capable of creating that little family now, and they will support you. They'll buy your merch. You only need a few, like you said, a few
Yeah,
thousand people to support you.
lovely, man. This is very inspirational
Yeah,
for all the people that thinks that 1 million subscriber. But if they are not true subscribers, if they
yeah,
are not people that
exactly.
really want to share your story and your life with you, and they are there day by day. Hey, let's see what James is doing today. And they suffer when you don't like make a new post or make like a new
Yeah,
merchandise. Yes, yes,
yeah.
I agree with the fact. So it's more. So you say that you have got 11K followers, and usually there is a general rule that in marketing you convert the 1% of your community, but you are saying that in your case you convert more than the 1% of your community to like merchandise and all this stuff. Because
Uh, no, I think it's about like it's probably like 2 to 5%. Sometimes it
okay,
depends. I mean, sometimes I might create something that I think is the best, but people tell me,
yeah. Okay, yeah,
they're like,
yeah,
no, we don't like that.
yeah, yeah. But it's a great number, man, and I will join this
Yeah,
community. So I will definitely follow you. I'm already doing to see what's your next drop. And
appreciate
I'm
it.
in
Yeah,
UK
thank you.
now. You're in Dublin, so I hope that
Yeah,
the delivery arrives here when I'm here, because I
yeah,
want to
yeah,
see what you're going to put out, man. I will invest in you. You say because
yeah,
you're saying that there are artists that can be very great to invest in. I think you are a very good man to invest in, man.
thank you.
I really love your artworks. I love what you're done. I like always I always love the music industry more than the other industry, maybe because music is healing for me. Music is very
Yeah, of
important
course.
for my life, and I can see this like an opportunity to join music and art together, NFTs and all the stuff related. So yeah.
Yeah,
So man,
yeah,
I
definitely.
think that we have shared our stories today. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that we've got a great story to share, a very powerful story to share. So thank you for coming.
No, thank you
Yeah.
very much. Thank you very much.